Hello, and welcome to Up Close with yours truly, Colin Thompson, your host. Featured in this edition, the second part of a two-part series, is Bermudian footballer Kenni Thompson, who is making a name for herself playing with CE St. Gabriel's women's football team here in Barcelona. I hope you enjoy. In early summer of 2012, the parents of female footballer Kenni Thompson received an email from Spain that would dramatically alter daily life in the family household. The correspondence, much to their astonishment, was an official invitation for their then 11-year-old daughter to join FC Barcelona's under-14 girls team.
We heard about it June 23rd to be exact, my second daughter's birthday, and August 18th we left Bermuda.
The opportunity to play with FC Barcelona was incredible, and it's an opportunity that you certainly don't turn down.
It's really cool, but it was easy because they're better than all of the teams, so every game is pretty much 5-0 or more.
To pave the way for the promising footballer to take up the offer and travel abroad to play for Barcelona, sacrifices had to be made by her entire family.
As a mother, first thing, giving up my security, my job at home, where I was able to provide as I knew I should for my family. Leaving our family and friends, our home, coming to a new country with a different language altogether, which I just knew hola and adios, that was it.
It's a sacrifice for our family because she's away from home, and so is my wife and my other daughters. But it's something that we feel is important because of the opportunities that she has, that the ambition, that we're willing to make these sacrifices so that she can progress in something that she has some potential in.
It takes a little bit longer. It's a sacrifice for them, for all of us. First of all, not having daddy with us. I think that's something that was very, very hard for us to live a life without daddy every day. The children have gotten used to it. The other thing for them, giving up their friends, the house, and whatever I have to do for the children, supporting them. The two little ones have sacrificed because they've given up for Kenni. They've given up their life as well to come here for Kenni.
I'm pretty grateful that they're willing to do that because I've seen how much my sisters miss their friends in Bermuda and how everyone pretty much misses all the family that we left behind, and still my dad's living in Bermuda and he doesn't come up very often, so it's kind of hard, but still have to do it.
Learning a new language presented Thompson with a major obstacle both on and off the football pitch.
I couldn't speak Spanish, that was the main problem. With my team, they speak Spanish and Catalan, and I still don't know Catalan now. So the Spanish, I didn't really understand the exercises. There weren't people that spoke good English, so I had to kind of watch and then try to get it down as fast as possible.
Kenni found it a little bit difficult at first because the language. She had no Catalan, no clue about Catalan, and that's the instruction that they give for the training.
There's times where it's so complicated, it's what am I doing? And then when you try your hardest not to mess up, especially at Barca.
One of the early highlights for Thompson at Barcelona did not occur on the football pitch, but rather at a much higher altitude.
Right at the beginning of the season in October, they have a traditional church service in the Montserrat Mountains, and the youngest of the infantile team that Kenni was on, the youngest girl and the youngest boy, have to go and place a wreath of flowers at some important person, I'm assuming to do with Barca or football, Catalan football, at their tomb in the Montserrat Mountains. It was a huge, beautiful bouquet, and the church was absolutely just out of this world, amazing. And Kenni was very, very fortunate to be the youngest. The two youngest girls and two youngest boys did it, and she was fortunate to be the youngest, to be able to participate in that.
Barcelona's under-14 girls squad boasted some of the top players in the region. Therefore, as one might expect, competition for places in the team was extremely fierce.
It's not easy to be at a big club like that. There are so many very, very good players, from the youngest through to, of course, the first team. So it's not an easy place to go.
These are the top girls in Catalonia and probably in Spain. I'm sure that even right now they make up a good part of the national team in that age group.
So I'm playing with an age group that goes from 14-year-olds to 20-year-olds.
Playing for an all-girls team at Barcelona was a new experience for Thompson, one that took a bit of getting used to.
She spent all of her time playing with boys. So the season with Barca was the only time that she's played competitively with girls. The rest of her football experience has been with boys from the age of 4 years old.
Being among an elite group of players had its psychological disadvantage, which stifled Thompson's football development.
It was hard for Kenni at first, for a while, quite for a long time, because she was in awe of the girls she was playing with.
I think there was a little bit of that nervousness of being at a big club like Barcelona. She adapted to it and then allowed the football to flow.
After spending one season at Barcelona, Thompson parted company with the club with only a handful of girls under her belt, which did little to boost confidence. But better fortunes awaited the player at her new club, UE Cornellà, where she thrived playing among the boys.
When I went to Barca, I pretty much lost all my confidence, but coming to Cornellà, if I made a mistake, it's okay.
Cornellà is a very, very top program. Number 3 in the Catalan region behind Barca and Espanyol. So to play for a season in the boys team, in the age category B team, which is very, very high, that for me, it accelerated her development and really she grew to a tremendous rate, more so than the season at Barca.
Last season with Cornellà, she played back with the boys. That would have been her last year and season. She could play with the boys. And when I saw her first start with Cornellà, I was a little worried. Okay, she's going back to the boys, but she came first match sliding in, slide tackling, getting the ball, her legs, her thighs all grazed up, but she played hard. She was confident, comfortable, and played her game. And so everybody was like, yeah, and I was like, yeah, go Kenni, go Kenni. And the parents here at Cornellà were just, they loved her, absolutely supportive. And I was surprised because usually you don't hear much calling out here at all. With Barca, you don't hear any calling out, go so-and-so or anything like that. But at Cornellà, it was a different environment where the parents were like, bien Kenni, and you know, they were very, very, very supportive of her, and she played well.
With confidence restored, Thompson returned to playing in an all-girls league with St. Gabriel, where her football continues to flourish.
When I see her, when I'm able to go and watch her train with St. Gabriel, she's happy. She's smiling, she's content, she's made some friends with the girls, and she, you know, it's very comfortable for her, and she really enjoys it. I'm proud of her for standing up, standing tall, being confident, performing sometimes when they're down and coming back. I think the most important thing for me is that Kenni is enjoying her football, and that's what makes me happy. She's enjoying what she loves to do.
I kind of play in my own type of way, like most girls don't really play like it.
Even though we're in this age of technology and the iPads and that computer thing, the phone thing, it drives me bonkers, I'm going to be honest. And I'm like, Kenni, you could be out with a football just juggling.